sports. Today's matchup should be interesting. The Falcons are top 10 in converting on third down, and they'll be up against a Packers defense that wants to make quick stops. So for the call of this Week 13 matchup, let's bring in our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. From the home of the Falcons since 1992, there's a look inside the Georgia Dome, just on the outskirts of downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the second.
Drop the hammer. He just dropped the pass.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go now, 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. We're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It's a pickup of 19, and it'll be a Green Bay first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that leads to a Green Bay first. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? That's complete right around the 8. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a first and goal. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Their big-bodied receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's... And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken, though. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Packers. Their dangerous wide receiver with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on
we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down following the run. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Taking it about the 36. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Green 39. Green.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was...
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. Blue 90.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Muscles him off. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second down, 9 yards to go.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the cutback to the sideline. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Green 39. Green. Over.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Their dangerous wide receiver, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Packers are pouring it on. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Their big-bodied receiver on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers continue to roll. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches, and being able to try and shut him down at this stage.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Vic Beasley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Falcons don't have much to hang their hat on after the first half. The Packers have done whatever they want, and they'll just try to keep that up in the second half. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. Packers opening up on offense. The connection will be made from the gun. And he caps the drive with a score. That puts them up by a touchdown. Packers have it at the 35. Completion will be made here to a wide open man. And he's going to go 35 yards for the score. Packers up now by 14. 1st and 10. The long ball will find its mark here. And he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 42-yard line. He'll break free of the pack, and he'll go in for a score. Packers go up by 18. Midway through the second quarter, he's got open field to work with here, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. That takes the lead up to 25. Late in the second, quick pass is complete, and a quick three-play drive ends with the score. The blowout rolls on. Still a little time left on the clock. Coverage breaks down here and ends up working for a touchdown. Packers with a commanding lead. Staying late in the half. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and he'll be brought down after getting to the 22. So that'll
drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now let's go. 3-19. They'll set up a throw. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Back to throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers are pouring it on. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
I know you ain't got it. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he coughed it up. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Over the middle, it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Third down now following the completed pass.
Stop right there. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards there and a first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers continue to roll. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
We drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
They was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And on 2nd and 10 now. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So deja vu all over again. Another good week. And sometimes maybe, because the defense doesn't look that bad, maybe this is just good offense beating good defense in his case.
I like that because we always want to point out that there's a breakdown or someone made a mistake or there was an error. Sometimes it's exactly as you described it. Sometimes they just made better plays. And that's what he's been doing for the last 2 weeks. Someone's got to find a way to cover this guy. Otherwise, he may set some records. So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers are pouring it on. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Boy, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone. And
so now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's obvious to me that the big guy is beyond locked in. We saw last week a scintillating performance. We're seeing it again. I think he and his coordinator are in lockstep right now.
Sometimes a tip of the cap to the guys calling the plays here, yeah?
Not just calling the plays, setting the game plan, sitting with him during the week, watching tape as they formulate it. You know, the best ones, they listen to their guy and say, okay, what do you like this week? You like this play? You don't like that play? And that helps them formulate what they're going to do. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll run it here. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask, 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. Bulldozes past him. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers continue to roll.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. The play clock's running down.
Green 39.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Four down. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guys' jersey clean throughout the game.
Play clock winding down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Double tight. Double tight. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Here we go now. Green 39.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
We got 4. All right, here we go. Green 39.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.